Hello guys, welcome to the BYJU'S exam prep. This is Sanjay Rathi. Now on 19th we have engineering services pre-exam, right? And in engineering services pre-exam we have different types of question. No doubt all the questions are what MCQs, multiple choice question. But we have different types of question means very simple question, 4 options only, match the following, number of statements, and out of these statements which statements are correct or which statements are wrong. But most important one, that is what assertion and reason type questions. So let me know that sound quality, picture quality, everything is fine. Everyone please inform me that. Yes, I think everything is fine now. Okay, so in this session I am going to give you the idea about how to handle assertion and reason question in engineering services pre. और ऑलरेडी आपकी गेट रिस्पॉन्स सीट आ चुकी है फॉर 2023. व्हाट दैट सीट राइट, आप सब उसमें बिजी होंगे, नो प्रॉब्लम. ओके, और साथ में आप अपनी रैंक प्रेडिक्टर का यूज करके आप अपनी रैंक भी प्रेडिक्ट कर सकते. बट रिमेंबर वन थिंग, वी हैव इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज प्री ऑन 19th Feb. दैट इज अनदर अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू. एंड व्हाट इज द एडवांटेज ऑफ दैट इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज प्री? Because syllabus of engineering services exam is what very comprehensive, and it will cover almost syllabus of what all other competitive exams like what BARC, ISRO, DRDO and other state level exams, right? If suppose we are giving sincere effort to give what engineering services pre, then it will help you to clear what other competitive exams as well as to clear what interviews. Or remember guys, some IIT will conduct what separate entrance written test for MTech program. Again it will help you. So very good evening Debs, how are you? I think now students are busy now, no problem. Now there is what is the best trick to solve assertion and reason type of question and how to handle this type of question. I am going to explain you. So first of all, okay, I think sound quality, picture quality, everything is fine now. Okay, so how to handle the assertion and reason question in exam? तो चलिए आप अपने comments box में दीजिए. Please write. You have solved number of questions. You have given the mock test for engineering services pre. So this is my introduction. Myself Sanjay Rathi, and I have qualified and selected for engineering services exam multiple times. So these are my ranks. Diksha, very good evening. And this AIR 16 in ESE 2005, AIR 21 in ESE 2008. तो होता क्या है, that exam conducted by what UPSC, for example civil services exam and this what engineering services exam, and we have number of questions that is based on what assertion and reason. तो इसमें कमांड थी ना, तभी मैंने ये क्लियर किया है, वो तो एक सेकेंडरी मैटर है. I have mentored more than 1 lakh students for these competitive exams. मैंने अपने आइडियाज शेयर किया, अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर किया और मैंने उनको बताया कि हाउ टू हैंडल दिस टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस. सेकेंड इंपॉर्टेंट थिंग अबाउट द प्री, right, it is not qualifying nature, means its marks will be added in what your merit list. It will decide your merit. So that's why we have to solve as much question as possible. Okay, and once we will clear this engineering services pre, then we will be eligible for engineering services mains exam. तो चलिए देखते हैं जरा. तो एक बार जरा भाई अभी सभी लाइक कर लीजिए, प्लीज शेयर द लिंक ऑफ दिस सेशन. ओके, then know your GATE 2023 rank and plan ahead. Now today onwards 15 Feb already we are going to start what rank predictor tool. Okay, so please go through that, register here so that you will predict your rank or you can plan ahead. Okay, सर गेट का एग्जाम खराब गया और ESE के लिए कॉन्फिडेंस खत्म हो रहा है. अरे दीक्षा डोंट वरी, वो जो बीत गई वो बात गई, जो बीत गई वो बात गई, आगे बढ़ो. ये एग्जाम दैट इज द कॉम्पिटिटिव एग्जाम्स. ओके गाइज, वो दिन हो सकता है आपका नहीं है या कुछ प्रिपरेशन में आपने सिली मिस्टेक्स की होगी, उसको अवॉइड कीजिए और आगे बढ़िए. अभी 3 दिन बचा है for engineering services exam. Please focus on that. Continuously we are taking what marathon session for non-technical portion, marathon session for what important technical portion. Tomorrow I will take one session at 5 p.m. that is Mahamarathon on what? Microprocessor. So please focus on coming exam. Don't worry about that. उसको सोचेंगे तो आने वाली एग्जाम्स और खराब हो जाएंगे. अब देखिए, and this is the free workshop by Joshi Singh sir, and that is what MTech from IIT Roorkee. He will give you the idea about what complete roadmap to get AIR under 100 in GATE 2024. कहीं आपसे कुछ मिस्टेक हो गई है या आपको प्लान समझ में नहीं आ रहा है फॉर नेक्स्ट गेट एग्जाम, तो पूरा 1 ईयर है आपके सामने, प्रॉपर प्लानिंग कीजिए. प्लीज ट्राई टू अटेंड दैट session, free workshop. Please note that date on 18th Feb 7:30 p.m. This session is important for first year student, second year student, third year student, final year student और जो भी प्लान कर रहे हैं for GATE 2024. ओके, तो ये है गोल्डन अपॉर्चुनिटी फॉर यू. देन अब क्या होगा, ऑन 19th we have engineering services exam, right? Just after exam we are going to do the analysis for that, complete analysis for UPSC ESE pre 2023 analysis on 19th Feb. Paper 1 means non-technical paper and paper 2 means technical paper. So paper 1 from 5 p.m. and paper 2 from 6 p.m. Please join that session, right? Because it will help you to clear other exams, BARC exam, right, or other coming exams like ISRO, DRDO. Okay, to attend this analysis, try to solve all this question and give इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज फ्री. कई लोग अभी क्विट कर जाएंगे, देने नहीं जाएंगे. देखो मेंस और ईएस में ना पूरा 5 से 6 महीने का गैप मिलेगा आपको, तो वो आप उस समय हम मेंस पर फोकस करेंगे. अभी आप इंजीनियरिंग सर्विसेज एग्जाम जरूर देने जाए अगर आपकी तैयारी अच्छी है तो, राइट. चलिए अब आते हैं जरा, ये है महामैराथन ऑन माइक्रो प्रोसेसर, 1 शॉर्ट रिविजन. टुमारो एट 5 p.m. I will give you each and everything about this microprocessor. Okay, no doubt it is for engineering services exam. Again, it is also for what? BARC and other competitive exam. Then, now, what is assertion and reason? Tell me. Simply, my dear friends, assertion and reason means in exam, जरा qualifying marks भी बताओ sir for prelims. Okay. अरे दीप, qualifying marks आप कितना ला पा रहे हो ये मुझे बताओ जरा, कितना आप ला सकते हैं. अभी देखो एग्जाम से पहले अगर मैं क्वालिफाइंग मार्क्स बताऊंगा ना तो आप अभी से डिसाइड करोगे. अगर आपको लगता है कि मेरी तैयारी थोड़ी भी अच्छी है, मैं बना लूंगा, राइट, या बना लूंगी. फॉर एग्जांपल आपको दे विल प्रोवाइड यू 150 क्वेश्चन इन टेक्निकल एंड व्हाट 100 क्वेश्चंस इन नॉन टेक्निकल. 100 क्वेश्चंस, if you are able to solve 50 out of 100 in non technical, okay, or around 150 questions, if you are able to solve what 100 or 110, then go for exam, and on 17th I will take one session on that MCQ, how to handle the MCQ and how to take calculated risk during solving the MCQs, multiple choice questions in engineering services exam, because calculator is not allowed. So yes, so again I am going to give you some idea. So assertion and reason type of questions means we have two options, right? Two statements we can say. One is called assertion and one is called what? Reason. So that is what, in which a statement that is called assertion, statement first is called assertion is given and 4 options are given for the reason for the assertion, right? Now what are the options? So I will give you the options also. The candidate has to select the correct reason for the assertion. This type of question tests the candidate's understanding of the logical relationship between the assertion and reason. So what is the relation between assertion and reason? So normally out of 150 there may be 5 questions, there may be 10 questions, or sometimes there may be 20 questions based on what? Assertion and reason. Okay, then this type of questions are asked in engineering services exam conducted by UPSC, that is Union Public Service Commission. Okay, remember virtual calculator, physical calculator, calculators are not allowed. What is required to solve this question? Normally in assertion and reason there will be no calculation. No calculation means theory based, concept based question. Okay, the theory based and concept based, then key to success in the handling assertion and reason questions is simply a good understanding of the concept, a systematic approach and regular practice. So in a previous session, I have given you the one suggestion that please try to give 2 to 3 mock tests. एकदम ईमानदारी से बताइए, how many students have given the mock test? 2 to 3 full length mock test. So please try to attend at least one mock test before exam. Okay, and then already we have the command over the concept, right? Because to clear the GATE exam, depth knowledge is required. No doubt we have some extra subject and non-technical portion for engineering services, but normally assertion and reason type of questions from what? Core subject like what? Machine, power system, power electronics, or in electronics, that is from what? EDC, analog, control, network. Okay, these are the common subject. Digital, so these are common subject. Okay. हाँ, मेंस में calculator allowed. For mains exam, calculator is allowed to solve, right? But in next session after the engineering services exam, just I will take one session how to get the command over the syllabus of mains. Okay, so regular practice is required. Okay, no problem. Now what about the question? Normally, new student, please watch this. There will be the 2 statements, question 1 and statement number 1, statement number 2, or sometimes it is written assertion and reason, but in a new pattern, statement 1 and statement 2. Okay, assertion and reason. Now read these 2 points. Now we have the 4 options. What is the first option? Right, but don't try to mug up this. First of all, read question carefully. They may change the option. Read the question carefully. What are the options there? But normally that is the option. Both the statements 1 and 2 are correct, and second one is the correct explanation of the first one. Both statement 1 and 2 are correct, and second is the correct explanation of the first one. That is the A option. But read question carefully during exam. Second statement. Both the statements are individually true, but the statement 2 is not the correct explanation of statement 1. Right? No doubt. Though both are correct, but logically the second one is not the reason of the first one. Second option. Third option. Statement 1 is true, but statement 2 is false. So this is a very easy option. If suppose statement 1 is true and statement 2 is false, then directly we can give the answer C. Then fourth one, statement 1 is false, statement 2 is true. Again it is a easy option. If the D last second statement is correct, first statement is wrong, directly. If to handle this type of questions, try to understand. First of all, read the statement number 1 during exam. If the statement number 1 is wrong, directly you are saying that this is the wrong statement, then no need to read what? Statement number 2. No need to read the statement number 2, directly give the option D. So within 10 seconds we can attempt this type of questions. Are you getting my point? In general studies, again assertion and reasoning, for civil branch again, for mechanical, for electrical, for electronics, for all branches, there will be assertion and reason in technical portion as well as non-technical portion. If the statement number 1 is wrong, then no need to read the statement number 2, directly go for the D. I will give you the example also. Then second one, if first of all read these 2 questions. If the statement number 1 is correct, but the statement number, then you have to read the statement number 2. Then read the statement number 2. If the statement number 2 is wrong, directly go for what? C option. Directly go for what? C option, because A, assertion is correct, reason is wrong. No need to verify it directly. Now, what is the complexity? क्या है? When both the statements are correct, A is correct, B is correct, right? If the A is correct, then B is correct. So what are the options? Diksha, Dips and other students, everyone give me the comments that are you enjoying the session? अरे don't worry, वो हो गया, रिजल्ट आ गया, आज ही का दिन था, मेरी क्लास भी थी और आज से थोड़े समय पहले मैंने ही लिया है कि आप लोगों का क्या रिस्पॉन्स शीट भी आ चुकी है, राइट? तो अब यार सीधा आगे की जर्नी पर फोकस कीजिए. तो बताइए, if both the statements are correct, then there will be the confusion. What about the option A and what about the option B? Normally when both the statements are correct, then please again read the 2 statements and try to get the relation between statement number 1 and statement number 2. if there is some reason, right, if you're thinking that that is the second one is the correct explanation of the first one, because of that, since, due to, then again you can go for A. Otherwise both the statements are correct, but there is no relation between 1 and 2, and you have to choose what? B. So that is the complexity. If both the statements are correct, then we have to decide whether the option A is correct or B is correct. Okay, so ये है probability आने की. Now again, which type of questions, my dear friends? Try to understand. I have chosen some common subject for electrical and electronics branch. If you are from civil, again you can understand the points. If you are from mechanical, again you can understand the point that how we can handle this type of question. First of all, please tell me what will be the answer for this question, everyone. Voltage or potential difference is the energy required to move a unit charge through an element. Yes, yes, that is a voltage or potential difference, right? We have idea about that, right? So when we want to move the one unit charge from one point to another point, then what is the energy required? That is the given. This is the statement is correct. Energy required, right? Because energy is equal to what? QV, and if the Q is equal to 1 coulomb, then it will become right statement. Power is the time rate of expanding or absorbing the energy. That is again another statement, correct statement. Both the statements are correct, but is there is any relation? No, right? अब अगर वहां पर कोई रिलेशन नहीं है, हाँ, अगर करंट की बात होती तो डेफिनेटली हम लोग क्या करते, उसको डिफरेंशिएट करते, देन वी विल गेट द रिलेशन अबाउट द करंट. तो दैट इज द क्वेश्चन फ्रॉम विच सब्जेक्ट? सर्किट थ्योरी और नेटवर्क. तो वेरी बेसिक फर्स्ट चैप्टर. Okay, so how many students read the Van Valkenburg? That is one book there, Van Valkenburg, for circuit theory or network, right? So in Van Valkenburg, and that is a standard textbook, and in a first chapter, second chapter, third chapter, fourth chapter, in introduction, already all the points are discussed there. So both are true, but there is no relation. The B option finished. Then similarly, this is the one type of questions. I am not going to solve the question, just I am giving you the hint. Okay, so this is the one. So directly read the question, mark here B. Okay, no issue. Then a transfer function is a function which relates the current or voltage at one port to the current or voltage at the another port. Yes, this is the transfer function. This is the port number 2. This is the port number 1. Transfer function relate voltage or what? Current, or current with the voltage, voltage with the current. Yes, that is the right statement. So that is the simple definition. If the function has one or more poles in the right half plane, then the function is non-minimum phase. That is the statement from, we can say, control, or we can say from network. If the function has one or more poles in the right half plane, then the function is non-minimum phase. This is the right statement or wrong? Yes, non-minimum phase. There are two phases, minimum phase as well as what? Non-minimum phase. That is the question from control system. Both the statements are correct, but there is no relation. No relation. Again, this is another type of question. Okay. Then again, try to understand. When the negative feedback is applied, to ideal amplifier, for example operational amplifier or any type of amplifier, when we are giving the negative feedback, then the differential input voltage is 0. There is no current flow into either input terminal of the ideal operational amplifier. Yes, so please draw the diagram of the operational amplifier. There are two terminals, and when we are giving the negative feedback like this, then we are saying that the negative terminal voltage is exactly equal to positive terminal voltage, and that is the reason why, because the gain is what? Infinite, and what is the VI required here? 0. What is the potential difference between these two terminals? 0. Virtual short concept is valid. That's why this statement is right. There is no current flow into either input terminal of the ideal operational amplifier. So here the conceptual clarity is required. Why there is no current flow into the either terminal of the ideal operational amplifier? Because the input resistance is what? Infinite. That is again correct statement, but that second one is not the correct explanation of first one. Are you getting my point, everyone? Second statement is not the correct statement. So normally देखो, first question, second question, third question, both the statements are correct, but second is not the correct explanation of the first one. So in during exam hall we have to decide. Okay. तो आप बोलेंगे सर देयर मे बी द इट मे वी आर नॉट एबल टू डिसाइड, देन okay, then we can take what calculated risk. Okay. If suppose we are giving the option B but the answer A is correct, no doubt there will be the negative marking, but suppose I am going to solve what 3 questions, right, or 4 questions. So out of 4, 2 is correct, 2 is wrong, that is the probability. So out of 2, 2 is correct, 2 is wrong. My dear friend, if the 2 is correct, you will get 4 marks, and if the 2 is wrong, you are going to lose what? 3 marks, 2 by 3rd mark, that is the 4 by 3 marks. So what is the ultimately you are going to gain the marks? 8 by 3, and that is the positive. So in a assertion and reason, there may possibility that there will be the 4 questions. Out of 4 questions, 2 may be correct, 2 may be wrong. In that case, again, already we have spend our time to read the question, then you can take calculated risk, but it depends upon your capacity. Okay, ये आपको लेना है. बचे हुए दिन में टेक्निकल की प्रैक्टिस करें या नॉन टेक्निकल को पढ़े. सर सिलेबस बहुत बड़ा है नॉन टेक्निकल का. दीक्षा देखो सिलेबस है, ट्राई टू अटेंड द सेशन. नॉन टेक्निकल पोर्शन minimum we can fetch the number, right, because we have sufficient time. Within 2 hours we have to solve 100 questions. Okay. अब सपोज टेक्निकल आप बहुत ज्यादा पढ़ रहे हैं लेकिन वी हैव लिमिटेड टाइम, वी आर नॉट एबल टू सॉल्व द क्वेश्चन, देन व्हाट विल हैपन? बिकॉज दीज 2 आर द सेपरेट पेपर 1 and paper 2. To get the command over what mathematics, or second paper is what aptitude reasoning, right, and some material science. So some topics are very interesting. No doubt the syllabus is very vast, but we already taken what session, Mahamarathon session, that is taken by what Asutosh Saxena sir. Please try to attend that session. Okay, that is the now. सभी आ गए ना. अभी देखो जोशी सर भी क्लासेस ले रहे हैं, धीरज सरदाना सर भी आपकी क्लासेस ले रहे हैं नॉन टेक्निकल पोर्शन की. तो सब अपना एक्सपीरियंस शेयर कर रहे हैं. उसके साथ आप अगर पढ़ रहे हैं, आपने रीड किया है, तो डेफिनेटली आपको हेल्प मिलने वाली है. ओके. और अपना जो टाइम बच रहा है ना, उसमें आप टेक्निकल पोर्शन करो, जो एक्स्ट्रा सब्जेक्ट है वो पढ़ लीजिए, क्योंकि ऑलरेडी मुझे लगता है जो गेट वाला सिलेबस है उसमें कमांड है, आपके सबकी कमांड है ना. तो चलिए अब आते हैं, जैसे ये आ गया. अब आप यहां पर देखो, इन द रेजोनेंट सर्किट, जैसे ये आपका क्वेश्चन आ गया, नो करंट फ्लो, ये तो हो गया. अब दैट इज अ डिफरेंट टाइप्स ऑफ क्वेश्चन. इन रेजोनेंट सर्किट द कैपेसिटर वोल्टेज और इंडक्टर करंट कुड बी मच लोअर देन द सोर्स वोल्टेज और सोर्स करंट. if you have the idea about the resonance circuit, my dear friends, तो कैपेसिटर वोल्टेज और इंडक्टर, right, could be much lower than the source voltage or source current. My dear friend, in a resonance, because of magnification factor, it may be very high as compared to what source voltage or source current. Because what is the voltage across the capacitor? You have the idea, QVs, right? Or in case of parallel circuit, what is the current? QIM. That is the source current. It may be very high. The statement 1 is wrong, so no need to read the second statement. No need to read the second statement. Directly you can go for what? D option. Directly you can go for the D option. Okay. If the statement 1 is wrong, directly go for the D option. I'm not solving the question, I'm just giving you the hint how to solve the question. If the first statement is wrong, directly go for D. No need to read the second one, because 1 is wrong, 2 is correct. Now read this point. In resonant circuit, the quality factor for a coil is defined as the ratio of the inductive reactance and the winding resistance, which is a dimensionless parameter. Yes, omega naught L by R. This is the quality factor. This is the quality factor. The second statement is right. But during exam, no need to check, because we have to solve what? 150 questions. 150 questions within 3 hours. 180 minutes we have only. Okay. Then, for an unstable feedback system, the gain margin is negative or phase margin is what? Positive. Is it a right statement? Tell me. From the control, for an unstable feedback system, the gain margin is negative, phase margin. Bhai, both negative होते हैं. For a stable feedback system, both gain margin and phase margin must be positive. The statement, this is correct, this is wrong. Directly go for what? D option. Then, When a non-linear register, this is the another question, similar type of question. Then two ideal current sources, that is connected. You can read this question. Okay. Then I'm not going to solve the question. I will upload the PDF on my Telegram channel. But I want to share different types of question. Now read this point. Both the coupling capacitance and emitter bypass capacitance affect the low frequency response of an RC coupled amplifier. If you have idea, then you can say this is the RC coupled amplifier response. This is the point. This is the lower side. It is affected due to what? Coupling capacitor and bypass capacitor. Means this statement is right. This is not. This statement is right. Both the stray capacitance and emitter to base diffusion capacitance have a profound effect on the low frequency response of an RC coupled amplifier. Tell me, is it the case? Is it the case? This is talking about what? Emitter to base diffusion, that is a junction capacitance or stray capacitance. That will affect what? High frequency response, not the low frequency response. Means this is the wrong. If that is the case, directly you can say option C. Option C. First one is the correct, second one is wrong. So वहां पर आप 20 seconds, within 20 seconds you can give the response. Once you got the idea that second statement is wrong, directly no need to verify it. No need to verify it. First statement is correct, second statement is wrong. So ये है time saving. Time saving. See, 20 seconds, within 20 seconds we can give the response. Remember that. So these are the questions. Now last question. Tell me what is the answer. Last one, everyone. The conductivity of an intrinsic semiconductor increases exponentially with the temperature. This is the intrinsic semiconductor. Okay, we have the relation, yes. When we are increasing the temperature, new hole electron pair generated, and because of that conductivity increases sigma n q mu n plus p q mu p. Okay. Now, what is the statement? As the temperature rises, more and more covalent bonds are broken, resulting in more electron hole pairs. That is the correct explanation. So already जैसे ही आपने statement पढ़ा ना, तो think about the reason. Why? Because new hole electron pair is generated. So same statement is given here. Now both the statements are correct, and second one is the correct explanation of the first one. So what is the option? A option. What is the option? A option. So already I have discussed 4 different types of questions. It may be A, it may be B, it may be C, or it may be D. So if it is the C or D option, please don't waste your time. Right? Remember, always remember, during exam we have to solve 150 questions. Okay, in technical, especially in technical, or again in non-technical, again we have to solve what? 100 questions. We have limited time. तो किसी एक क्वेश्चन में ट्रैप नहीं होना है. पता चला आप एक ही क्वेश्चन को वेरीफाई कर रहे हो, क्या मैं सही हूं या क्या मैं गलत हूं. पता चला वहां पे कॉइन उछाल रहे हो, फिर सोच रहे हो कि मेरे को क्या करना क्या है. राइट, या फिर किसी दोस्त के आजू बाजू भी देख लेते हैं कि कॉपी कौन क्या कर रहा है. उतना वी हैव नो टाइम, वी हैव लिमिटेड टाइम. राइट, 3 घंटे में आप लास्ट क्वेश्चन तक पहुंच जाओ, ये भी बड़ी बात है. और जिन्होंने प्रैक्टिस की वो तो जाएंगे 150 तक. उसके बाद आपके पास मिनिमम 15 to 20 मिनट्स बचना चाहिए ताकि पूरा हम रिव्यू कर सके. ओके, तो रिव्यू करना जरूरी है. तो ये सब चीजें आपको पैटर्न ध्यान रखना है. और ये assertion and reason will disturb your what? Time management. Remember that. Okay, read this point in one go. If it is clear, then try to attempt, otherwise leave it. Otherwise simply leave it. But you can take calculated risk here. You can take what? Calculated risk here. Definitely already I have given what is the probability, 50-50, if it is both the statements are correct. देखो statements tough नहीं होंगे. Both the statements we can judge whether it is right or wrong. We can judge, and that's why C and D options are very easy. But once both are correct, again we can judge both the statements are correct. But logically we have to think that second one is the correct explanation, yes or no. तो ठीक है, उसमें आप ले लीजिए कैलकुलेटेड रिस्क. तो एनी अदर क्वेश्चन? राइट, ये भी है एक, ये आप लोगों के लिए असाइनमेंट है, सॉल्व कर लीजिए आप. This is the assignment. Again the question from the control system. Okay guys. Okay, now on 19th we have paper. Tomorrow at 5 PM I will take one Mahamarathon on what? Microprocessor 8085. Complete 8085, basic idea about the 8086, and I will give you the idea about what controller also. So this topic is important. That is the part of what? Advanced electronics for electronics and telecommunication branch. That is the EC branch, and this is the also in the syllabus of what? Electrical students. So this is an important session for electronics student as well as electrical student. Or in one go, one short revision for microprocessor. तो आपका क्विक रिवीजन होगा एंड आई विल गिव यू द आइडिया व्हिच टाइप ऑफ क्वेश्चंस दे मे आस्क इन दिस ईयर राइट अबाउट माइक्रोप्रोसेसर. तो फ्रॉम 5 to 8 PM और 5 to 9 PM मैक्सिमम 3 to 4 hours क्विक रिवीजन ऑफ कंप्लीट माइक्रोप्रोसेसर विद इंपॉर्टेंट न्यूमेरिकल्स. तो आप जब न्यूमेरिकल्स देखेंगे, आप प्रैक्टिस करेंगे, तो आपका एक तरीके से मॉक टेस्ट भी हो जाएगा. इनकी तैयारी हो गई है तो अटेम्प्ट कीजिए. क्वेश्चंस आते हैं फ्रॉम माइक्रोप्रोसेसर. So I think you have enjoyed the session, my dear friends. Like the session, subscribe our channel, and simply share the link of this session. Thank you very much. आप रैंक प्रेडिक्टर में जाकर अपनी रैंक आप चेक कर सकते हैं. Thank you and good night.